The BBC's Katya Adler has set out how European Union diplomats think they have uncovered Boris Johnson's Brexit plan. The BBC's Europe editor claimed EU bosses believe the Prime Minister is accusing Brussels of threatening the UK and jeopardising peace in Northern Ireland in a bid to persuade the Conservative Party that reaching a deal in the autumn is the best option. Ms. Adler tweeted, "Opinion amongst EU diplomats is broadly that if PM is talking about EU threatening integrity of UK endangering peace in Ireland etc. in order to eventually sell idea to Tory party that doing a trade deal with EU this autumn is the best way to avoid all this, then, so be it, say EU diplomats. General consensus here is that they're not bothered how PM dresses up or presents a deal as long as there is one." Her post comes as Mr. Johnson attempts to push through controversial legislation to override parts of the Brexit deal he reached with Brussels last October. In a Twitter thread, the BBC's Europe editor said both the UK and the EU have played hardball in post-Brexit trade talks. But she warned Brussels sees the UK Internal Market Bill as breaking international law rather than negotiating hardball. Ms. Adler added, EU attitude right now is to continue trade negotiations with UK to try to conclude a trade deal, but if internal market bill becomes law in UK and is enacted by the government, then EU could suspend the trade deal. Her tweets come as the Prime Minister attempts to win backing for his UK internal market bill. A number of Conservative MPs have condemned the Brexit legislation, which could break international law by flouting the withdrawal agreement. Writing for The Telegraph, Mr. Johnson warned Brussels could carve up the UK and seriously endanger peace and stability in Northern Ireland if the bill is not passed. And the Prime Minister insisted the chances of a Canada-style deal would be reduced if Tory rebels blocked the legislation. The Prime Minister said the EU would use an extreme interpretation of the Northern Ireland Protocol to impose a full-scale trade border down the Irish Sea that could stop the transport of food from Britain to Northern Ireland.